Now in this tutorial, we will be learning how we can create a digital clock using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Now let's get started. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and write the unload on the body and say init clock. And now you want to have a divider, okay? And we will give it an idea of that divider called time date, okay? Now inside that divider, you want to write a few things in it. So we'll say a, id, mon, guess, okay? I think I spelled it right, yes. Now let's go ahead and copy and paste this because we will be having a few of these. Okay. Now we will be saying D for this, which represent A, and we will say 1. Okay, and we will be saying Y, which that'll be 0. We'll be saying H, and that'll be gonna be 12. We can say, you can say whatever you want. And we'll be writing M, and we'll say 00. S, 00, and MI will be 30. And we can delete the rest of them. There's just an extra right over there. Okay, now this is what you want to have in your HTML code that should look like it. And I'm gonna change the title of to digital clock. You can name it whatever you want. It's up to you. Now this is what it should look like in your HTML code or in your HTML file. Now we will be going to our style.css file, and we're gonna write a body code here, and we'll name this background, and we'll use this color code 28, 29, 28, 30. Okay, and we will write time date, which the time date represent this here in our code. Make sure you have it spelled right, or else it won't find anything, and it won't work. Okay. Now we will write a font here. Okay. That'll be small caps, lighter. And we'll say 43 pixel, 150 percent. And we will say here, say geo UI. Okay, and we will be saying actually, yeah, for tiger, and we will say for tiger, and we'll write another for tiger, I think it was linotype, okay. We will have another one called the Javu Sons, okay, and we will have another one, I think, called Helvetica Nue. And first of all, and lastly, Ariel Sans Sherry. Okay. Now we will have a text align on the left. A width of 50%, margin of 40 pixel, color of FFF, which is the color code of white, and border left will be 3 pixel and solid, and we will give the red color code of ED1F24, okay, and we will say padding lastly 20 pixel. Okay, so this was all for our HTML and CSS file. Now we'll go to our script file, which that's where the timer will start and all that gonna happen. Okay, now we'll say number here, and we will say prototype dot pad equals to function. No, I think that function n, and with we'll use a for each loop here. For var r equals this dot toString r dot length less than n, r equals 0 plus r. Okay, and we'll return the n r. I'm sorry for the result, and we will have another function called update clock. Okay. Now you want to say these things. Okay. Well, first of all, you want to say var now equals new date, and you want to say var milli equals now dot get milliseconds, and you want to say sec equals now dot get seconds. Okay, and you want to say min equals now dot get minutes. No, I'm sorry. Okay, you want to say, oh, not that. Mo equals now dot get month. Dy equals now dot get date, and lastly UR equals now dot get full year. Okay, now this is what you should have. We want to get the seconds, we want to get the minutes, we want to get the month, we want to get the date, and we want to get the full year. Now we're gonna have a array list of months displayed on our screen. This array list, or this list, is gonna contain our month, and we have 12 month, and it should contain 12 months in it. Now we'll say var month equals we're gonna say January, we're gonna say February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, September, October, November, December lastly. Now we will be putting a few tags as well. We'll say var tags equals, it's gonna be a list again. Mon D Y H M S me. And let me double check that I write it right. D Y H M N S M I. Okay, and we'll say core equals month mo dy your how dot pad to min dot pad 2. Okay, seg dot pad 2. And milli. Okay. And we're getting an error here. That's weird. Oh, okay. Yes, that's the error. We should put that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and write another for loop. Okay. So I'll be here. We'll say for. It's gonna have a var I equals 0. We'll say I. Okay, never mind. Var I less than tags dot length. And we want to increase I plus plus. And we will put a document dot get element by ID supposed to be. Okay, let me get element by ID. Okay, and we're gonna say tags the first child, the node value equals core I. Okay, and we want to have another function called init clock, which that's a pretty good one. Function init clock. Okay, and inside that we're gonna say update clock. We're gonna say window dot set interval to update clock, and we're gonna pass in 1. Okay, now let's go ahead and try our code. Reveal in Finder. Sorry guys. We're gonna reveal in Finder, and let's see the results. What's gonna come out? And there's an error. It says, let's see. It says now that get a function get date. It's not a function. Let me see let me read what's wrong. So oh, okay, we set the get date twice. Okay, so that's why. Okay, now let's refresh our page. We got another error. Let's fix it as well. And it says what's the error? Not defined. Okay, we have 3 errors, so we'll get over them. It's on text. Okay, so it's just an error on here. So let me read the text and see why we're getting that. So mon. I wasn't able to quite find the error. Okay, the error says here, and what's the uncut how is not defined. How not defined. Okay, let me go ahead and go to my index real quick. Oh, um, oh yes, we did not define that. We actually did skip that. So hour equals now that get hours. Okay. We'll now refresh our page again. Okay, yes, you guys, as you guys can see, our code is successfully working. The timer is going. If you did those errors, just fix those like I did. But as you see, our timer is working. It's getting the data from our current computer, and it's updating it with a for each loop every second. And as you see, 36, 37. Thank you for watching this tutorial, and I will see you in our next tutorials.